Now, that's America's Sweetheart, right up my strata, which you can see on Netflix now, not my strata.
What does that mean?
What? I shouldn't have come in at that point. Yes, it's, I would love that. Right, now, it's had a huge reaction with viewers calling it depressing, shocking, sexist, and a lot of what's being said as well, Mylene, is like, yeah, that classic question that's, you know, about everything. It feels like, are these women, like, you know, affecting our young girls? Are they all going to want to be cheerleaders? Which I just get really uncomfortable with that.
I think it's really interesting, actually, because it does make you just, well, look a little bit deeper as to what's going on beneath the surface. It's not easy to be a dancer.
Exactly.
You wouldn't say to a ballerina, oh, you know, are they exploiting our young girls? Because you'd see the blisters and the bruises. Yeah. Because it all looks so glamorous, it feels like it's feeding into a dream. Yeah. So then everyone can have this dream. Yes. Everyone can't have this dream. So if I want to be an astronaut, just because it's my dream to be one, I'm not an astrophysicist or I'm not a scientist and I don't know how to work in gravity. Yeah.
Or I can't do a 9 times table, so that blocked me out.
We're not going to be astronauts. No. But we shouldn't be astronauts or brain scientists or anything else. Exactly. But the same goes for, I suppose, like musicians. I get that a lot because I play for 3 minutes and they don't see the 40 years that it's taken to play for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're going to see the bruises and the broken bones and the frustrations and if you're going to see what it actually takes, I don't think that's a bad thing because everything just looks too easy.
It's interesting that. It's interesting that what you just said, actually. I don't know what you think about the truth. That Myleen's saying, you know, so if somebody walked in and they said they were a ballet dancer, there would be more respect for that than somebody that would come in that would work just as hard like a cheerleader but be in a short skirt and looking, you know, $1 million.
I think, like, in anything, there's always, like, different levels. I think you were saying that levels, and I feel like when it comes to women, and if it's anything where it's, you know, their body or their beauty, their face is one of the main things that is their talent, even though they might have other talents, they might be educated, they might be doing a normal job, whatever, when it's usually around their beauty, it's always kind of, like, dismissed or seen as less, and I think, like, they obviously contribute to what they do.
Play the cards you've got. It shouldn't take away. Look at Hedy Lamarr. She invented Wi-Fi and she was the most beautiful actress ever.
Exactly.
No one ever mentioned her being a scientist.
People always want to box us off.
You should be able to be sexy, gorgeous, intelligent, whatever is your gift, and it might be
even
your
stupid.
face. Yeah, even what?
Why do we have to... You know, it's true.
You've gone back to your stride.
Strada. Now, you were a grid girl, and I love what you say about being a grid girl.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not comparing myself to the cheerleaders because we weren't dancers or athletes, but with the sports drinks company I worked for, to be in that team and to be in the calendar and to travel the world, you had to look a certain way, you had to be athletic, there was a lot of requirements, the schedule was insane. And at that time, my life didn't have much direction. It taught me discipline, it taught me to be on time, it taught me to be, you know, I travelled the world on my own, and people in other countries, I was the only one speaking English, and it gave me, kind of pushed me out the nest a little bit. Yeah. I wanted to be enrolled in Mensa, they said no. So there I was, on the track, and I had some great years.
Yeah,
really
I mean, you're beautiful. You know, you can be privileged with many things, one thing, loads of things. You can have brains and beauty, and you've certainly got both. And I bet you, people still will say to you, do you feel exploited?
Yeah, well, I didn't, but everyone has an individual experience, and I was very, my eyes were very open, I was very self-aware, and I was, you know, working what I had to my advantage. Unfortunately, you know, the way our society is built and the way that, you know, we sort of perceive beauty standards is already there.
Already there. We're already there. Guess what's the end? That's it for today. No.